Thank you so much. All right, gentlemen, it's a fine place for us to leave it. Let's move straight to our next conversation. True economic progress unfolds at the pace of patience, guided by the right policy. It is within this context that President Bola Tinubu has expressed optimism that Nigeria's inflation rate will likely fall below 10% before the end of 2026, citing recent declines from earlier peaks as evidence of effective reforms and tightening policies. The president's statement comes as the Nigerian exchange, NGX, hit a historic 100 trillion naira market capitalization. President Tinubu applauded the milestone as a sign of growing investor confidence and urged Nigerians to deepen local investment and support broader economic growth. Okay, Biko, the president has predicted that the inflation will fall below, less than 10%. But talk to me, do you agree with him? I mean, how realistic is this?
Well, it's, I like the president's optimism. This is what we want to see. We want to see a single-digit inflationary trend in our country. As far as the president is concerned, this is possible. We've had the rate of inflation dropping for 8 consecutive months as of late 2025, driven by improved agricultural yield and the stability of our currency. During this week, the Naira traded at 1,429 to the dollar. At a point, people told us that we'll get to 2,000. 2,000. There was even an infamous professor that came up with what amounts to doomsday prophecy about the Naira. That has not happened. And this is in spite of the fact that we are not aggressively defending the currency, the way previous administrations did, in a manner that didn't reflect the true value of our currency. I believe that our currency can still appreciate further. I want to see us around 900,
Amen.
1,000.
I look forward to that.
In my view, we can get there.
Yes.
We can get things continue to improve. But you see, something stood out in the president's remarks. Was where he said Nigeria has moved from an ignored frontier market to a compelling investment destination. So, in summary, what he's saying is people are now seeing opportunities, untapped opportunities in our country, and they are happy to come and invest here. Unlike what happened in the past. And there's progress. People may not see, people may not appreciate it because of the pains that people are going through. Yeah. Any good thing that will be long-lasting, you experience some pains. The joy of childbirth is one of the greatest that anybody can experience. When you welcome your first child, the joy is overwhelming, but it comes with pain. It comes with pain to the mother. Are we going to say, oh, because women go through labor pains and all that, then we should not reproduce anymore? God gave us the mandate to go and multiply. So the pains are evident, but the progress that we are making is just as evident. No doubt about it. There are so many good things that we can talk about. If we don't want to be like the people who keep on demarketing their country, who never see anything good, things good about our country. That's progress. In 2024, the market recorded 37.65% growth. This year, it is 51.19% return, outperforming global indices such as S&P 500 and FTSE 100, as well as several BRICS emerging markets. So Nigeria is in a good place. God on our side, our country is in a good place. Starting steps have been taken by this government that we are confident will lead us on an irreversible path of progress.
Absolutely.
And that's why when the president says, oh, he foresees inflation dropping to single digits, we want to metaphorically claim that miracle. We know that it's possible. Yes, it's possible. It's possible if we work hard towards that. Agriculture can really help us. Mass production, lower food prices would help us bring down the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
The governor of Lagos sat here the other day and he was telling us that rice is now about 50,000 naira per bag and that he is prepared to even reduce it.
Yes.
So who could have thought about 2-3 years ago that rice could be sold at 45,000 per bag?
From 110.
Lagos has a gigantic rice mill.
Yes.
As long as my namesake, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has access to paddy in ample quantity,
Exactly.
they will be able to keep that mill in a mortar going. And that will help us stimulate production and prices will come down across the country. We are talking about even the Jigawa wheat farmers. They are saying that, oh, price of wheat came down drastically. And some of them are not happy. But people who have been complaining that food prices are killing, I don't think they can complain that prices are coming down. Whether it's soya beans, whether it's rice, whether prices are coming down. That's what we want to see.
Absolutely.
We want to see it even come further down. And frankly, if not for the cost of transportation that is killing, honestly, the prices will go further down. Go to Benue, go to all these big production belts of our country. Those things are not really costly. But before you bring them,
bring them down
to other parts of the country, the cost of diesel, and then, of course, people, security men, collecting bribe here and there, all of those will factor all that into the cost. So I'm just hopeful that,
all right, gentlemen,
that we can get even better.
Exactly. We need to go on this quick break. There's more to come, I assure you. This is Journalist Hangout. All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have BK Orai here and Dr. Oladipo. So, Dr., the other part of this conversation, the Nigerian exchange surpassed the 100 trillion naira market capitalization mark. I mean, is this a sign of renewed confidence in the Nigerian economy here?
Yeah, really it is. Because if you are not too certain of what becomes of your investment, you won't go there. You won't go and put your money in there. Businessmen don't joke with their investment.
Sure.
They don't joke with their money. And today I was at a function, a lecture on the new tax laws, and the Director General of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria was there, man. And that's one of the critical bodies you have when it comes to the economy. That's talking about Segun Ajayi Kadri now. And he said two things that I found very engaging and interesting. Number one, he spoke about the new tax laws. He said there is no way anybody will not want an environment where a government comes in and collapses between 60 and about 102 taxes into about 10. He said in some states, manufacturers pay up to 132 taxes.
Ah.
So how do you come into that kind of environment to say you want to put your money in? And that's critical. Because you are going on the road, somebody chases the vehicle, you are not even sure that the vehicle you have sent on an errand from here to Zamfara to go and deliver your goods will even get there because of all the taxmen on the road.
Tax collectors here and there.
So now everything is collapsed. Nobody can stop you anyhow because once you do the basics, you are good to go. Number two, which is also very fundamental. He said, yes, the exchange rate is high. It's about 1,400, 1,500. But he said one thing manufacturers have found good in it is that there is stability.
Yeah.
So you can sit down
Can plan.
and plan and predict this is what my outcome will be. Not the days when it is 1-2 today, 1-9 tomorrow, it comes, So there is that stability that gives manufacturers confidence that if I import raw materials and I produce, I am sure that between this range and this range, it can't go beyond those bands. And that is key for any
And it boosts investor
economy.
confidence.
It will boost you. You can invest, you can manufacture, knowing that you can't run at a loss.
Now, is this enough to boost local investment?
That's what is
So that
happening
they
now.
won't have to look at, foreign.
That is exactly what is happening now. Because some years back, we had this rush to go and put money in bank shares. A lot of people lost because of this same thing. The money was wiped out by the current realities. Now, if you put your money somewhere, you are sure of your returns
Return on investment.
on your investment.
ROI.
So not that you are taking a risk. You are not doing bets. This one is certain. Before it was the thing that in Yoruba land we call a EJ. Let me try. Some people will say, okay, I know I have $1 billion, but in case it fails, let me put in 200,000. That's what we've been doing before. Now you can simply say, okay, if I put in this money, this is what becomes of it. And that is a real big gain for Nigeria. We shouldn't lose that momentum. We should not. Because if we drop the ball now, we are going to be in trouble. Whatever is happening, like I keep saying, government should keep explaining it to people. We shouldn't stop. That's why I love
explaining it to people.
What
I like that
Taiwo has been doing of recent. He has been talking.
Yes.
Because
You've been explaining.
you need to explain to people. Let them understand. People don't understand 1% of what is in those new tax laws. They don't.
Some of the people who are commenting on the tax reform bill, who are going from TV station to TV station, had not even read it. So they were commenting based on hearsay, based on what some experts were talking about. I mean, one of them was so shameless that he even admitted that, although I have not read it, come on, you had an opinion over something that you've not read.
And some even believe that it's the old four that contains tax law. There are two of them. They are about establishments,
all right.
the bodies that will run them.
Gentlemen, the president's statement reflects his optimistic outlook, for the Nigerian economy in 2026. Now, for the average Nigerian, what does this mean for the everyday Nigerian? With all of these gains, what does this mean?
These gains, you see, is like the foreign reserves are growing.
Yes.
People say, how does it put, how does that put food on the table? It makes absolutely no sense for us to reduce every conversation to food, what we ingest into our bellies. You can't. It's ridiculous that every serious conversation you want to reduce it to how does it bring, how does it put food on your table? Did we not hear that man shall not live by bread alone? So investor confidence in our country will lead to greater production, will lead to more jobs. You look at MTN, for example. Do you know how big MTN is?
True.
Those telcos, Airtel and MTN, they are bigger than Nigerian banks put together.
That's true.
Those telcos. And they do big business. They employ many Nigerians. Apart from employing many Nigerians, they pay taxes. They pay taxes in huge sums. So government can find money through taxation to conduct its businesses. Employment is generated. All of these numbers that we are talking about, whether it's the foreign reserves that is growing. In fact, I see us getting to like $60 billion at the rate we are going, because we made significant progress in the year 2025. And remember where we are when this government took over. When we were owing creditors here and there. We were owing airlines. It was still after we were able to pay these airlines that the CBN was still able to grow the foreign reserve to the level that it is now. I think this is significant, and it sends the right signals to investors.
All right,
this is the right place to be.
We have Ade calling in from London. Ade, let's talk.
Yes, thank you very much. I agree, Prince, or I agree, my brother there. I want to thank the federal government for what they are doing. Most especially student loan is very, very important. That's what we enjoy here in UK. We are a country of tax. That's the benefit of the tax. So I want to thank him. And I want to employ the state government to establish what we call job seekers allowance. So those graduate people that are looking for jobs, they should be giving them some stipend that we get here for people who are looking for jobs. Because they are now paying tax, they have more money. So we can cater for the grassroots who are looking for jobs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Job seekers allowance.
Who will come to invest in a country where you are not certain that you can repatriate your funds? You work so hard, you make good money, and you can't repatriate it. So many things were wrong that this government has fixed. It was very significant to pay those creditors. Very significant. Because even the airlines of the world were already seeing us as a bad place to do business. And I don't blame them. But they said, okay, if you have legitimate claims, we'll settle those claims. And they did. They did. And now after doing that, they are shoring up the reserves. Incrementally shoring up the reserves. And look at where we are. Foreign exchange, the Naira too, we've achieved stability. We've even exceeded our expectations.
Absolutely.
You know. But I know that we can still make progress. And as I said earlier, those numbers encourage people to come and invest here. And I'm very, very happy that, okay, this is happening.
Absolutely.
So once there's greater investment here, more jobs will be created. Now you can see why the president is keen on seeing more investment locally.
It will translate into job creation and also improve living standards.
Yes, ultimately, because that's what it has come to. For instance, we just spoke about food prices coming down. That means you need fewer naira to put food on the table. So it's gradual. You know, I'm also someone who says we must feel it, and then government must also.
All right. Just hold on. We have Nathan calling in from away. Nathan, let's talk. Nathan, are you still with us?
Hello?
Yeah, Nathan, go ahead. Time is money.
Okay. Well, what I want to say, there is no need to talk about the foreign reserve alone. We kept talking about the amount of money we are borrowing from other countries. On stock market, you can't say it has reached 1 trillion. For God's sake, quantify it in dollars. How much is it? Who are investing? Politicians. Do you know how much allocation governors, local governments are getting? They have no place to hide it than a stock market. Please,
Okay.
I know much about the stock market.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I need you to land on your thoughts.
That's why we keep saying people must take on their representatives. Be
The
it governor,
subnationals, yes.
local government chairman, men, and the rest. And people don't also know that borrowing is a part of life.
And also now that inflation...
Who is a bigger borrower than America?
Than America.
Exactly, exactly.
I saw one
Now,
business.
but gentlemen, now that inflation is coming down, I hope the interest rate from the CBN would also come down. But we need to go straight to our final conversation. Focus is fragile.